Hello, how are you guys doing? It has been a minute. It's for real this time. I remembered to fix my mic. The problem is that if I don't power cycle my mic before I go live or open OBS, it just doesn't work. So that's cool. That's great. The copyright is still 2019, yeah. You know, Smash Brothers is still like 2017 or whatever, so it's fine. It's fine. Hey, guess what? It's time for the Town of Nowhere. And that means that we need to do a little bit of a recap because it's been a minute. I don't know if you guys have been having the same year I have. I think I, all in all, have been having a decent enough year, all things considered. It still sucks. So, but, you know, yeah. So that's kind of screwed with the writing of this a bit. So I apologize for that. We're back into it now. I'm going to go ahead and play the video that I released, I believe, last week. And then, obviously, the other one. So here we go. Let's start with the... Where is it? Where is... Not BRB. Last time. There we go. Here we go. Let me know how the audio levels are. Welcome to the Cliff Notes of episode 13 of the Town of Nowhere. Make sure you're in the playlist, otherwise let's get started. The day started off kind of somber, realizing that the other Christopher had gone missing, and that there was really only a few chances left in order to make sure that everyone survived. Noah headed out to the park and got threatened by a gazebo. It didn't do anything threatening aside from being there, which it had been there for like a week, but whatever. What was that? You know, it was a problem, I guess. Anyway, they made up and everything's fine now, I guess. Noah then went to go check on the Christopher at the motel and realized that he was still okay. Did a mirror check, he was fine. Noah attempted to convince Christopher that he needed to go down to the bank in order to, I guess, frame him for the crime. I'm not entirely sure what that play was. After that, they decided to go ahead and write 69 and that cool S thing on the ground near their hotel rooms. That way past them would see it to see if they could change fate based on what they knew already. I try and do my best to interpret what you're doing. Tried to have a conversation, didn't work, and just made the bad soup, which is a Slurpee and chocolate milk and Monster Energy drink. I don't know why they've done this. Whilst pretending someone actually to be a Home Depot employee, they tried to convince Noah to bless the soup and then asked him what they thought of No, which he said something very nice about No. It was nice and everyone in chat was very happy about it. They then went to go check in on Gerald and Kevin and realized that they had a plan. They didn't really explain it, but just told them to go get a bunch of stuff from the Home Depot, which they went and did, came back. They then explained the plan. Gerald decided to set up a kill switch that was rigged to a bomb, so as soon as the magic did not recognize who Christopher, the owner of the motel, was, the bomb would go off. Since the creature was going to be at the motel in order to get Christopher, this would be a way of making sure they got rid of the monster. Noah was incredibly distraught by this plan, but didn't seem to have another idea. And with that, you're caught up with the latest session of Town of Nowhere. Sorry there was such a huge gap between this session and the last. This year has just been a lot for me, and I haven't really had my crap together. If, by chance, this happens to be the last session coming up, then there will be no recap for it, because obviously you won't need to recap to, know what happened in the last one. So hopefully that works out for y'all. I hope you enjoy. If you're watching in chat right now, I hope you have a good stream, and let's make it a good one, okay? See you there. Bye. Hey, Mike, thank you for the raid. Sorry, that was going on, and apparently they can't hear me while I'm talking. So I'm going to play the notes of episode 6 of the Town of Nowhere. Make sure
video
you're in
from
the playlist
a week
if you
before
already. It will be
as
available
well.
In the top right corner any second now.
The
Using the
previous
money they got in the last
version
episode,
through
they decided
this.
to pay rent early and went on a shopping spree at the dollar store where they met Rebecca and a tiny dragon named Morgan, who was still new to the job. They bought a small mirror and a bunch of stickers and some nail polish. They then went to Home Depot to find a storage solution for all the money they have, and ended up just going with chains, trash cans, and locks. Using the mirror for the first time here, they found a lot of blood, confirming the theory that they had from the last episode. Here's a map of everywhere they checked and the locations that had blood. They also bought a cheap flip phone from Randall's. On the way home, they made and delivered a Valentine's Day card to Noah, since this stream happened the day before Valentine's Day, which had a picture of the two of them holding hands and Proverbs 18:24. Note that the Town of Nowhere doesn't actually have a set day or time beyond the day of the week, so, there's that. Heading back to the motel, they checked on the bank, which was closed off with police tape on the way out, and they approached Roger, who informed them that the bank had been robbed. They were questioned about their whereabouts the previous day and explained that they were at Home Depot and they had gotten a job there. Furthermore, that Roger had seen them on the way home that night. Roger seemed to accept that answer and went home to put away the money and realized that they had no idea who Christopher was in their notes, which referenced that they were the landlord of the motel. As far as they remembered, they chose this location because it was abandoned. They made note of this fact and went to bed.
I love that.
And with that, you're caught up. Additionally, I'd like to highly recommend that you go back and listen to the full streams once you have a chance. I know for a fact that many details have been missed, and these wrap-ups are generally supposed to give you an idea of what chat was going with and chat was looking into and the information that chat made note of. It's hard to edit these because it's a mystery thing and I'm not supposed to be giving away the secrets, so I'm just giving away what chat has figured out as far as I know. But yeah, if you want to be the person to figure those things out, go and watch the full streams. You can even watch them at a higher speed if time is an issue, but with that, go ahead and go back to watch it stream if it's live. I should be live fairly regularly from here on out, so follow me on Twitter if you haven't already, link in the description. I'll see you guys later. Bye. I did like the worst cuts in that video. That was so bad. Well, at least you have any idea of what's going on. So that is what you guys did the first loop around, as well as what you did last session. So that last bit was what you did in the last loop. If this is your first stream of this is going to be a hell of a stream to try and make sense of. If that made sense, if what you just listened to made sense, you're going to be fine. But, real quick, thank you, Zachariah Ribbit and Lord Dickfist for the resubs. Lord Dickfist, thank you for the year of support. That is a very long time. And Zachariah Ribbit, thank you for the 11 months of support. And then Mike, I'm pretty sure he's gone because he wanted to skip spoilers. But thank you again, Mike, for the raid. Yeah, let's just get into it. So let me go ahead and bring on the jams. Whatever those may be. It's just people talking. Just some background ambiance. There we go. Duxu, thank you for the 28 months of support. All right. So that would make today now Thursday. You wake up at Gerald's place because you've been staying at Gerald's place pretty much every single time that... Oh my god, I am streaming on Twitch, guys. Did you know? I'm going to just like... put my phone over here. You were staying at Gerald's place because you wanted to make sure that you had, a place to stay, and you didn't want to run into past no in the stuff. Do we know what day the next session will be? I don't know. It depends on how this goes. We'll see. So last time, like the recap explained, Gerald's plan was essentially to just set up a dead man switch with Christopher and then hook that up to an actual like fertilizer bomb and just blow that up. Just blow up the entire motel, which is where he is. So yeah. I announced it like a week ago. Thomas, you're good. Anyway. Gerald is up at his computer as usual. He's just poking around on Facebook, doing his thing. You can hear the coffee pot kind of doing that gurgle sound that it does, as it usually does. I'm going to go ahead and just actually bring it over to a vote. What do you guys want to do right off the bat? Let me go ahead and... open up the request thing and go ahead and open it for requests. And then you guys can use coffee points in order to put ideas of things that you want the main character to do by using the Town of Nowhere option in chat. Holy crap. There's a whole bunch. Gonna go ahead and copy paste this. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pause redemptions because we're up to like 15 now. Give me a second to copy paste these. Ask Gerald if he's sure this won't create a time paradox. Ask Kevin if he has any books on local lore legends to see if we can find out any information about the bastard. First, ask Gerald if he has If there's a way to use magic to trap this sewer bastard for 3 seconds into the past with the dead man switch. Okay. Ask Gerald for money to sub to RevScarecrow on Twitch. Sure. Tell Big Papa to rethink the bomb idea. How quick can you cast spells? And can you set up a magical trap? Hug Gerald and tell him you missed him. Wish Funkmaster J a funky fresh morning. First, tell Gerald if there's... I think that's more or less the same. I'm going to go and copy-paste all of them. Ask Gerald if he can place the bomb in multiple places in time or just in general. Recap with Gramp and ask how he is. Order a pizza. It is like early morning. Like, you didn't drink last night, so the idea of pizza in the morning is something that I personally wouldn't do, but now that I'm actually saying it out loud, 100% something that y'all would do. 100% something Noah would do. So, anyway, let me go ahead and open it up for redemptions, so that way you can do that. There aren't any pizza places in town, and Volt. So if you haven't seen this before, this is, I think that we're within the last couple of streams if this is not the last stream. It depends on how this goes. So everything that's going on is going to be kind of hard to keep up with. If you are, new. But regardless, you can use coffee points, which you get for just sitting here and chat. Participating in raids, stuff like that. That kind of thing. You can also vote. So if you just like go off of what's happening in the moment, that's a good way of voting. Just like, what do you think should be happening? And usually how I do the votes is I'm going to go with the ones that have, like, the top, like, you know, couple of things. Like, whatever gets the most results, more or less. And I'll try and combine it into one idea. Because if it's, like, you know, I don't know. If it's all pretty... Oh, my God, there's a lot of blood. The Day of All the Blood. That's a really bad horror story. And what's going on right now? Don't know why I'm bleeding. Must have cut my finger somehow. I'm fine. This is not like a hint or anything like that. I feel like I was saying in the recap there from like February, Jesus, that a lot of the secrets I think have been solved at this point. What happened? I don't know. It just started bleeding, I guess. It happens. Anyway, it looks like the winning results, looks like there's a tie for first, and then it kind of goes pretty close from there on out. So we're going to do the first few. So you say, looks like you want to ask Gerald if he's sure this won't create a time paradox. First, ask if there's a way to use magic to trap the sewer bastard for 3 seconds in the past when the dead man's switch goes off. For Christopher, non-destructive. I think I understand that plan. Like, as soon as the dead man's switch goes off, use magic to go back in time 3 seconds in order to stop the bastard from there. When do the options get back in stock? I will, I'll open it up anytime I ask chat, like, what do you guys want to do? Let's see. Ask Kevin if he has any books on local lore or legends to see if he can find. I believe you guys already got that the first loop through. It traps the bastard 3 seconds back in the past. I see. All right. You have a good one then. I think you already had this book. I think you explicitly went and found books on local legend. I want to say on like Tuesday, the first time you went through this. So hug Gerald, tell him you missed him, and wish Funkmaster J good morning. And yeah, okay. These are all kind of the same. I'm going to just go with these first ones and just assume that you guys want to say good morning to him as well. All right, cool. So, you hug Gerald and you go, good morning, Funkmaster, or Funkmaster J, a funky fresh morning. Excuse me. You wish him a funky fresh morning. And say, hey, I've been thinking, are you sure that this isn't going to create a time paradox? Do you want pizza? And is there a way we could maybe trap the sewer bastard back in time, like 3 seconds, using the dead man switch thing, that you guys said? And we should go ask Kevin if he's got any books on this thing I already have a book on. Gerald, like, turns around and goes, oh, good morning. No, you sleep okay? I'm not sure if magic could do all the things you were just trying to get. Do you need coffee? We should probably wait on the pizza. I don't think I can handle pizza this early in the morning. We could ask Kevin about that, but if you already have that book, I'm not sure why you want it, but okay. I don't think we can use magic in that specific way. I'm not entirely sure if we're able to manipulate time too much using magic because of the regulations that were put in place years ago in order to prevent people from doing bad things, basically from preventing people from going back, and messing around to time is just generally a bad idea, which is why it's all very scary to be doing what we're doing. The magic put in place decades and decades ago to prevent mass destruction with magic would limit time manipulation because of all of the problems that it could make. I don't think we can I don't think we can plant multiple bombs at different points in time, unless if you mean have them go off at different times, but I don't know how we could tell magic to set that up in advance. We're basically just hoping that the creature is there when Christopher is taken. He says that, not seeming super happy about that. I know you're not happy about this plan, no. And I'm not either. And I'm not even sure this will work. As I said, but I've kind of run out of ideas. We could delay it, but if we delay it, then Christopher will be gone, and he'll have died for nothing, and someone else would have left. I'm going to go ahead and open up redemptions, because this seems like it's an ongoing conversation, and I want you guys to be able to participate in it. So, going ahead and open up redemptions so you guys can say what you want to do. Spending my subversary here with nowhere. Thank you, Caldella, for the 25 months of support. You're not interrupting the story at all. You're fine. You're fine. All right. I'm going to go and pause it now. Once we get about, like, over 10 responses, I think that's probably good. Read our lore book to figure out what we know about him. Tell Gerald that you want to see your past self. Take a shit. Sure, plot out a plan with Kevin and consider Roger as bait. Ask Ronald if he's... okay, his name is Gerald, and mouth dreams is a different... Do you know a time stop spell? I haven't listened to mouth sounds. I don't know what mouth sounds like. Go punch past no for no reason just to see what happens. plan for a 7-Eleven breakfast and top up that bad juice. Ask Gerald if he thinks the bastard is fucking with time and if Kevin might know more about time. Attempt to eat computer. Okay. I think we got everything. We're going to assume Ronald means Gerald in that one response. As an aside, I believe your bad soup... Have you ever had a Slurpee? Like, have you ever, like, gotten to, like, to last, like, fourth of it or eighth of it, and you just, like, it's too much Slurpee, but, like, there's no flavor really left. It's just kind of mush, and it's just liquid, and then it, like, warms up, and then it's just, like, watered-down soda, and it kind of sucks. That's happened, but also you've put milk in it, so not only has the milk, like, kind of gone off, but it's also coagulated. If you've ever mixed a acid and a base together, it's curdled. I'm going to go out on a limb and just let you know right now that if you want to lose wellness points, that would be a way of doing it. I think drinking the bad soup is prohibitively bad for your health. Like, you should not do that. Vote. 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 Go ahead and post it again in chat just to make sure that everyone does. Top 3 are pretty close. Usually when it's that close, I'll try. Has our reputation with Gerald's changed recently? It stayed more or less the same. You guys did get a little bit just off of, you know, this, that, and the other, but, like... Let's see. Let's see what you guys got for this. So it says, ask Gerald if he thinks the bastard is fucking with time and if Kevin might know more about time. Actually, I need to refresh this because it looks like it's... Alright, and then, in what ways could time be used with magic? And do you think there's a way to trap the bastard instead of killing it? Oh, Master Funk. Read our lore book for insights on the bastard. Ask Gerald if he wants to meet the first no at Randall's today just to see what happens. Tell Gerald that you want to see your past self in order to understand space-time, perhaps. And do you know a time spot spell? Okay, so it kind of, like, drops off pretty fast after that, so... taking a shit should be a free action. Sure. You go, hey, give me a minute. And then you go take a shit. And then you come back and you go, okay, I'm done now. You probably wash your hands. I don't actually know. I'm not letting you shit on his floor. He's too nice of a guy. Taking a shit is a free action. There you go. You've done it. You come back and you say, so anyway... I'm not letting you vote on shit location. You're not shitting on the floor. We wash our hands. No is good. Of course we wash. Okay, chat seems to think that they definitely wash hands. Okay, cool. You ask Gerald then if he thinks the bastard is fucking with time and if Kevin might know more about time. And in what ways can time be used with magic? And do you think there's a way to trap the bastard instead of killing it? Oh, Master Funk. He says, well, right now it's fairly unclear on exactly how it's getting around and doing what it's doing. It's clear that it's not fully within our ability to comprehend. It seems like... Oh, you guys still have the vote screen up. I'm sorry. It seems like it's honestly kind of hard for us to have a good idea on how it exists. We've never seen it directly outside of the one time you saw it.
and you only were able to see it through the mirror. It may just be acting on a different... I don't know. We have no way of knowing whether or not it's messing with time or not. It could just be something that exists outside of physical space in a certain way. We don't know. My hope is that, in the very least, when the explosion goes off, it will have to be within range of Christopher, who does exist on this plane. And whether or not it'll kill it, or just hurt it, or just be there, I don't know. I don't even know if it's just invisible. Worst case scenario, it exists on a different plane than us, in which case then we just hope that it is in our plane of existence for long enough that it gets killed. Or at least wounded.
In what ways can we use magic, and do you think there's a way to trap the bastard instead of killing it?
Well, that's the problem, because I don't know how it works. I don't know how to stop it. I'm just hoping that by doing this, it'll be a way of stopping it. If it does exist outside of time or space, then it could very easily leave directly after doing whatever it does. It could leave the same way it comes in. If we blow it up, then we have a decent shot at it. But I'll be honest with you, we're really out of my depth. This is not something that we traditionally teach. It's sort of a basics of magic to just understand that you're not supposed to mess around with time. And to what you were saying about meeting your past self, I don't think that's a particularly good idea. I think that's entirely possible that it would be a bad idea. But I can't stop you. Everything I've ever learned about time is... yeah, it's a bad idea. But...
I guess I should open it up again. Hello, everyone. I just opened up the thing again. Sorry about that. Let me go ahead and let me go ahead and open it up for redemptions again. You guys can vote on some stuff. All right. Add mirror shards. Add broken shards of mirror. Meet ourselves anyway. If he knows of mixing the coding of the magic so we could program a specific bomb triggers. Marinate ourselves in the bad soup to gain resistance to the bastard eating us. Ask Gerald his last name. Do a backflip. We should go ask Kevin. This is like his fourth dimension time stuff. He's a major nerd. If he thinks there's a mirror world and if we could get access to it. Let's make a time paradox. Let's not make a time paradox, I assume. I'm going to just put in parentheses, make a time paradox. If the wizard that knows better than us says not to, then don't. Buy a second mirror at Randall's. Great. Pull, copy, and then paste. And so I believe it would be episode 6, so it would be... Right? Yeah, it was episode 6. All right, cool.
Vote. 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 Vote.
Results. I forgot to put up the vote screen. I'm sorry, y'all. But it looks like the voting is done? Question mark? No, it's still coming in. All right. I'm going to go ahead and bring the vote thing back up.
Vote. Vote.
Looks like it's still coming in. Once it slows down a bit, God, everyone is super duper excited tonight. Thank you guys. I don't know as if it's apparent, but this series means a lot to me. And just, I don't know. Seeing you guys actually care about it as much as I do is incredibly refreshing. This is not something that, like, people do, so I don't really have, like, a basis to know, like, oh, well, chat will like it because they liked such and such that so-and-so did that was similar to this. Like, it's kind of its own thing. And so it's just sort of like, I hope they like it and it's not too bad. And then, I don't know. It's nice to see that people legitimately do seem to be enjoying it. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for coming out. Let's see how the votes turned out. So let's see. We should really ask Kevin. He likes that fourth dimensional stuff and time stuff. Major nerd. Add mirror shards to the bomb in area to maximize chances of explosion working. Is there a spell that can bind something to our dimension? Ask Gerald if he thinks that there's a mirror world and if we could gain access to one. If the wizard that knows better says to not, then not. Okay. So, and then ask Gerald his name. So, I'm definitely getting the, like, I think this is how tabletop RPGs should be played, where we don't have to roll dice. You don't care. It doesn't matter. That doesn't affect the story. What we care about is the plot in this one. And dice rolling's fun, don't get me wrong. But, you know, we don't need that. Anyway, so you go, hey, Funkmaster J, maybe we should ask Kevin about this, like, nerd crap, because he seems like he would know what he's talking about. Also, what if we added mirrors to the explosion? I mean, like, it would, maybe if it just exists in mirrors, then we'll definitely get it, right? And, you know, I don't know, just increase our chances, and that's what we're about. Is there, but, is there a way we could just bind something to this dimension just directly? And could we gain access to the mirror world that I was talking about? And then you go, what's your last name, Funkmaster J? Says,
well, it's Franklin, but to answer your other questions, I think we should ask. It sounds reasonable to ask Kevin. He knows a great deal about these things. I could go buy some mirrors and bring them by the motel. We could just set them outside, and I'll need some help setting up the bomb. If we can set the bomb up in perhaps your apartment, that might, or your motel room, that might work.
Is there a spell that can bind something to our dimension?
I'm going to be honest with you, no. This is the kind of magic that I didn't specialize in and didn't really, look into it. So, I don't know. The only reason I recommend your motel room is because it's reasonable to assume that you won't be there. It depends on what you decided to do during your day, but assuming that you're not at your motel room, it wouldn't be odd for you to go into your motel room or for you to invite people to your motel room. The bomb I've constructed, should blow up the entire building, which should do the job.
So I'm gonna open it up again so you guys can decide to do things.
I'm gonna go ahead and go down to Home Depot and see if I can get some mirrors. That seems like a good plan to me. We should meet back up at the library. If you're gonna go talk to Kevin, I'll go meet you there. Do you have any other plans for today? Before, this all happens?
And then time for opening up redemptions. Do. I've said it a few times, but I'm definitely going to do a breakdown of everything that, like, I just want to go through, like, the folder that makes Town of Nowhere work and just show you guys, like, behind the scenes stuff and, like, go into, like, character motivation stuff. I really am excited to do that, either as a stream or a video. I'm not sure which it would be. I'm going to have to pause redemptions there. Go ask him if he thinks it has anything to do with the cult. Go observe past self. Confess our love to someone special. Want them to know we don't make it if we don't make it out. Meet ourselves anyway. What magic did you specialize in? How many bombs would it take? Could we do a bigger bomb? Write goodbye letters to everyone except for Roger. Find Daryl and say goodbye. Get forget-me-nots from Noah and Raymond. Consider the ramifications of committing terrorism. Ask him what magic he does specialize in. I think that one was already... Yeah, okay. Go pet a dog. You haven't seen any since you met Town. Make mirror glasses. You already have those. They're mirrored like those Captain Crunch spy ones that I had as a kid, where you can see behind yourself using them. Spy on Daryl and Crystal before going to meet Kevin. Ask Gerald if by using the power of horticulture we could get the gazebo to aid us on our quest. Copy paste. This is the stream that's happening right now. So he's good. Vote. 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 Whoop. Ignore that. That was me fucking up OBS.
Vote.
Just nope. Just ignore that. Just saw yourself in the mirror or some shit. Ignore it. It's fine. That didn't happen. I just sort of fucked up OBS there for a second. put up the vote screen.
Vote.
Do it again.
Vote. Vote. Scroll.
All right, so let's see. What do we got here? We got a good chunk of chat reporting in, so let's go with that. You decide to ask Gerald, what kind of magic do you specialize in? And do you think that he knows anybody that might have some connection to the creature or the cult? Then you decide you're going to write goodbye letters to everyone except for Roger, and you already said you were going to read your book. In a previous response, and get some forget-me-nots from Noah and Raymond. You also decide to ask him if, by using the power of horticulture, we can get the gazebo to aid us in our quest. Gerald looks at you blankly and ignores this response entirely and decides to answer your other things that you said.
Well, I believe that we have...
Oh, holy crap. Thank you for the raid, Limes. We're doing the Town of Nowhere. This is the game I made. It's basically D&D with chat. Big spoilers for what's going on in this universe. So, this is huge plot point stuff. So if you haven't seen the Town of Nowhere yet, go and check out that playlist that just got linked. You can still participate. I have no problem with you doing so. But yeah, be careful, because this is like in-game spoilers, probably. I keep saying it's like in-game every stream, but we'll see. Getting a raid from both Mike and Limes. Thank you guys so much. Basically how it works is you guys can use the Town of Nowhere option using coffee points, and you get to vote on what the character that chat is controlling does, and currently they are having a conversation with a wizard. Yeah. You ask Gerald, what magic do you specialize in? And he says,
Well, my degree was mostly in theoretical magic. It's mostly for research and for figuring out what magic can and can't do. Practical magic hasn't been something I've spent a whole great deal of time on, but I do dabble in magic. It's part of the job, after all.
ask him if he has any if he knows anyone who has connections to the creature or the cult.
Well, I mean, we don't know what connection the creature has to anything, but you definitely have connections with the cult. Both of us are in it now, though we both know how that turns out in the end. I'm gonna go ahead and go down to Home Depot now and buy some mirrors. It should help us in our attempt to stop this creature by bombing the motel. I'm going to go now. I'll meet you at the library later.
And with that, Gerald heads out for the day. You decide to spend a little bit of time reading your lore book, and you spend a little bit of time writing goodbye letters to everyone except for Roger, because fuck that guy. He's an asshole. Reading over the lore book doesn't get you any new information that you didn't have before. most of the town stuff has to do with like coal and oil and that kind of crap that you kind of already knew about. Nothing extremely useful to figuring out this mystery. I'm gonna go. It seems like you guys want me to open up redemptions again, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up redemptions. I believe I said sulfur as well. Yes. You go ahead and mirror check the book. It's a book. I'm going to go ahead and just pop up the mirror. The mirror is a free action. Just let me know anytime you want to use it. You scan the room with the mirror and don't find anything out of the ordinary. It continues to just be a room. Alright, cool. That's probably enough redemptions. I'm going to go and pause it. That way I can copy paste stuff over. Enlist Raymond for bomb crimes since he's kind of immortal. Go find a dog and pet it. Stalk ourselves. Go twerk at the local bookstore to coax answers from it. Go look in the mirror. I went ahead and did that for free. Go to the library and talk to Kevin. Track down Gerald. Ask him to try and manipulate Past No to go to the side of the explosion before it happens. And then when Murder Bird comes, we can run into the room and cause a time paradox to warp the time-space continuum and kill everyone in the motel if it's not too dangerous. We don't do it, but if it's worth a shot, we'll avenge all the people. That is a hell of a plan that you just came up with on the spot there. Go deliver letters and see if you can find Kevin at the very least. Go find Kevin. Have we checked the mirror? Have we mirror checked Noah? Maybe you should. You have. He was fine. Go buy a truck. You have no money. Get one last meal. And I believe someone mentioned a 7-Eleven rum, which is an option. Alright, there's the thing. Vote. I'm a little rusty on this. Y'all have to forgive me, but I'm starting to get it again. Vote. There's two incredibly valid discussions going on what is the best course of action. If we don't do anything, things will be bad line of reasoning. And so fucking around and finding out seems to be a thing that people are about. Additionally, there's another line of reasoning that's going on in chat. Mainly I'm explaining this for people who are on After Hours, who are arguing that going and finding Past No and talking to them would cause some sort of huge issue that would like kill everyone. In fact, one of the strategies that someone has recommended is to just like nuke everything using time by creating a paradox. These are the two different arguments going on in chat. Go ahead and set things up on my screen a little bit better. Alright, it looks like things have calmed down just a bit on the vote, so let's see how this is going. So I'm going to get rid of the vote thing. Enlist Raymond for bomb crimes since he's kind of immortal. Go wash yourselves to see if the thing we wrote on the wall has any effect. Go to the library, talk to Kevin. Those are conflicting and both have the same number of votes. I'm going to just give this for a minute. If you haven't voted yet, make sure you vote on what you think you should do as far as like going watching yourself or going and enlisting Raymond or going to the library. Those are conflicting things we can't usually, like, I try and combine them if I can. I don't like doing coin flips. If we have to do a vote, I'll just do it on whichever one has the most, and if not that, then I'll do another poll that's just those two options, and we'll just have chat fight it out. All right. It looks like currently the winning vote is to go enlist Raymond for bomb crimes, since he's kind of immortal. And to go to the library after that, to go talk to Kevin, and then go see if you can find yourselves, if you have time, before doing these other things. It's pretty far down on the list, but I'm going to just say that, like, if you see a dog, you're going to go out of your way to pet it. It only got, like, it got 7% of the vote, but I have a feeling that, like, this is a thing that you guys would be 100% about if it was just a thing that happened on the way. So, despite the fact that it didn't get nearly enough votes to be valid, I'm going to say that that happens if you see a dog. So, keeping a sharp eye out for a dog, you decide to start walking towards the town center so that you can go and see Raymond to see if he's at work. And then I will go and find... Oh, God. Let me see if I can find him even. Where is he? Okay. And then... Where is that? There you go. You walk on over to Starbucks. It's not very far from the hotel, so the chances of seeing a dog were fairly low, and unfortunately, you didn't see one. I'm sorry. Petting is a free action. If you see a dog, you did not see a dog. I'm sorry. It seems like the nail salon is open, so you go inside to go ahead and talk to Raymond. And gonna go ahead and open that up. Where is the interiors? There we go. That's what this button does. Nail salon. Boop. Why isn't that working? Oh, are you somewhere weird? Oh, yes, of course you are. There we go. Such a solid performance. You go into the nail salon, and Raymond looks over to see that you're there. Oh, hello now. Good morning. How are you doing? I'm going to open up things so you guys can decide to do things. Complete all these, yep. And then open up new redemptions. So, new redemptions are open. You can go ahead and do things. Aren't you disguised? It's true, you normally do walk around in disguise. Hug Raymond. Tell him everything. Tell him everything. Tell him how good he looks today. You would not believe this shit, my guy. Do the Fortnite dance as a greeting. Okay. Get our nails done while asking him about bomb crimes. Hug. Be honest. Explain the situation and give a goodbye letter. Immediately get distracted by hot bird husband and forget your plans. Shit is a free action. Nope. You don't need to poop anymore. Pet the Raymond. Alright. Allow multiple options. Alright. Mirror check Raymond, just in case. Fair enough. I don't know if you guys have done that before, but you go ahead and check the mirror. You walk into the room while he's greeting you, and you just spin around with the mirror for a second, and then something happens. I don't know. We haven't gotten to that vote yet, so we'll see how it goes. As we passed by the bank, was there any caution tape around it? Yes. Forgot to mention, yes, there was caution tape around the bank this morning. A little bit of a commotion has been started, but people are still trying to get up and go out the door for their work, so. You haven't missed much, Draded. They basically just had like an hour-long conversation with Funkmaster Jay, and then they decided they wanted to make letters for everyone except for Roger, and then they brought those letters to, well, first and foremost, Raymond, because he seems like he would be down for this plan. Speaking of which, the current vote is looking like it's coming to an end. They just walked in to talk to Raymond. Can the tape be used as armor? No, unfortunately not. I forgot his last name. It's Franklin. Gerald Franklin. It's not a great last name. I apologize for my inability to name characters. Vote. Vote. It's definitely an old man name. It's a last name too, which is like, how is that? Is mirror checking the... Yeah. You mirror check everything in general. Like, I don't think he... To anyone who doesn't have any idea what the fuck you're doing with the mirror, imagine you were working at a place, right? A place that wherever you normally work, and just a customer comes in and they just like whip out a hand mirror and do a little spin and be like, all right, we're good. How's it going, dude? I don't have to shit right now, and I didn't see a dog on the way here, but man, if I had to do either, I would be about it. Like, no one has questioned you doing the mirror thing, not because they didn't notice, but because it's weird of you. Alright, it looks like votes have calmed down. So you walk in the room, do a little mirror spin. You hand him the letter that you wrote, just the goodbye letter, and you go, "You would not believe this shit, my guy. I need your help, because there's some real-ass shit going down." And then you spend the next, like, little bit explaining everything that's going on in this town and what you've been doing and what has happened so far and the whole time fucky thing that's happening. And tell him that he looks great and we should get our nails done. So you sit down to get your nails done while you explain all this. He dutifully nods his head and goes, "Oh, that does sound like a lot." You continue to go ahead and get your nails done while explaining that you're currently in the process of planning to commit an act of terrorism. He goes, "Oh, no, I didn't think you had it in you. It's very dangerous, you know that? Someone could get hurt. A lot of people could get hurt." You show him the notebook. And he looks over it while he continues to do your nails. You guys, I don't know how you're gonna are gonna do your nails, so you'll have to tell me. But well, I do have to say it does seem like one of the only reasonable acts to take here. I mean, after all, what if someone got hurt? Don't show him the Noah page. Okay, you don't show him the Noah page. Vote for the nail pattern. Okay, fine. Give me a second to clean things up, and then I'll get it ready so that way you guys can vote for the. Okay, if you want to, this is not like going to change anything aside from your own aesthetics. How do you want your nails done? I bumped up your reputation with Gerald a bit too. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and pause redemptions there. Raymond, go nuts, my guy. Just do whatever you want. You know what I want painted on my nails? 2 trucks. Having sex. Make it all puce for me, honey. Puce. Feathers, okay? The pensive emoji. Explosion colors. Bombs. 9 binary and pan pride flags. Write no on her nails. Same as before, but opposite hands. I honestly do not remember which hand had which flag. A disgusting amount of glitter. I think that could be done regardless of which other option you choose here. So we're gonna, most of these are, mutually exclusive outside of the glitter. If the glitter gets in the top like 3 options, I'll say you add glitter as well. Anyway, while he's doing your nails and you're explaining to him all of the stuff that's going on, and he's cleaning off your nails from the past time because it's not been too long since the last time you got nails done, right? He says, no, you do understand. Well, what you're saying is incredibly reasonable. It is incredibly dangerous. I would have half a mind to report you. I'm sure Roger would love to hear about this. I heard the bank got robbed. Yes, but we have no choice, you say. While you guys are voting on this one, I'm going to open up redemptions so that way you guys can go ahead and say other things you want to be doing. The poll for what you want to do with your nails. He asks you how you want your nails done. I opened up redemptions so you guys can do that. I need to go ahead and quit out of Steam. There we go. You opt to tell him when he asks you, how do you want your nails done? You say, I want a disgusting amount of glitter. I mean, just fucking go nuts, my dude. And 2 trucks having sex and explosion colors. Just do it. Just make it having a day. I need to just have some. This is self-care at this point. If you was anyone else, if it were anyone else other than you, I think he might have questioned any of these decisions. But being that it's you and he's gotten to know you pretty well in the last couple of week, I guess it's been like 3 or 4 days his time. He doesn't bat a single eye at this. I'm going to go and copy down all the things you guys were saying. Do you have a better solution? ACAB, Raymond, I'll give you a cookie if you join us. Ask him if he wants in on this bomb action. Are you familiar with the creature we're fighting? Do it, lol. Do what? All right. Oh, he said he could report you for this. He's still doing your nails, so he hasn't really like run out the door after you told him that you're going to bomb all of an entire motel. He's decided to instead continue doing the insane like combination of nail colors you've asked him to. So mine was not supposed to be a redemption story. I missed the timeline for another redemption story, but didn't cancel it out. What? Which one did you do? Hey, Raymond. Okay, this might be crazy, but are you the devil? Because you're looking hot. I love that pickup line. It's so awkward. It's absolutely something Noah would say. Oh, that was the glitter thing. Okay, fair enough. Do It doesn't seem to be winning any votes, just because I don't think anyone understood what it is. So it looks like redemption or people have kind of stopped voting. And you ask, are you familiar with this creature? Me? No, never heard of it, but I'm sure you wouldn't. Nice person like you wouldn't do something like that. It's a lot, don't you think? You'd have to have a good reason. You ask Raymond if he has any better ideas. Or if he has a better solution, or know someone who could possibly come up with a better solution. And then just generally fuck the police. Somehow that has something to do with Raymond. And you ask him if you want in. Like, do you have any better ideas and do you want in? Says, I'm not really sure what I could do to help you with this situation. It seems like it's wrapping up just nicely. I don't really particularly have any ideas, but I support this. I'm going to go and open up redemptions. Do you think we'd be safer if we had a dog? I'm just reading chat, so I need to remember to be talking while things are going on. All right, cool. I'm going to go and pause redemptions there. We have quite a few. What do you mean you support this? Cries because life is hard right now. It's generally how you find Raymond. You just come in and start crying. Your support means a lot right now. Thank you. Do you think we'd be safer if we had a dog? Press him further. We need the deets. Do you have any special tricks or know how to make bombs? Jump out a window. I'm afraid of being reported. There's only one window, and it's a big window. I don't think you'd appreciate it. It doesn't open. You'd have to jump through glass. Thanks. man. It means a lot.
Vote.
Gerald went to Home Depot. You guys decided. So Diablo's asking what happened since last they were here. Gerald went to Home Depot to go get mirrors. Then Chad decided to go write down some like goodbye letters to everyone except for Roger because of obvious reasons. Then they decided to go see Raymond and I guess just give him his letter. And then things kind of devolved into them just like breaking down and crying and telling them everything. And then going from there. They're getting their nails done. They're getting bombs and glitter and trucks. Also, they think that Raymond is hot. Yeah, that's happening as well. That's continuing to happen. It usually happens. Chat is unclear of whether or not Raymond's support of the bomb plan is legitimate or if he actually is going to report them to the police.
Vote. Vote.
All right. Let me go and refresh. Let's see. Press him further. We need the deets. I don't particularly understand what that means, but it is the top one right now. I'm going to read the other ones while that's going on. Raymond, that thing has killed at least 4 people that we knew on some level, and we have no idea how many more it's killed. And what do you mean you support this? Why? And your support means... Why do you support me? It's really nice of you to support me, but why? Press him further for more information. About what details? You're the one telling him things. It's like if I come up to you and I go, hey, did you know this thing about Benjamin Franklin? He was a really cool guy. He did this whole kite thing. Tell me more about it. Like, I don't know what you guys want me to have him tell you. His outlook and his motivations. I see. Okay, cool. Like, why do you support me? Fair enough. Okay. Okay, cool. Raymond, this thing's killed like 4 people. Why do you support me in this plan to stop it? Also, thank you for the support, you say, as he finishes and instructs you to stay still so that way you can let your nails dry. Well, I have no other ideas on what to do. It seems difficult. Seems like there's no real good answer here. And when there's not a good answer, a bad one will do. I don't know any of these people that you said that it's killed, but if what you're saying is right, then I wouldn't. You did read your lore book on creatures. It didn't give you anything useful. It's mostly really boring stuff about, like, coal mines and sulfur mines. You thank him for his support. He says, if you can think of anything I could do to help, then you just let me know. I think moral support is all you really need. It sounds like you've got an excellent plan. An incredible plan. I'm gonna go ahead and open up redemptions so you guys can go and pick more things. Going ahead and opened up redemptions. One of the options so far is 2 trucks having sex. Raymond, can you trust that something is going on? Are you good at killing by any chance? Why are you so hyped about people getting hurt? Opinion on murder in general? Have you ever thought about murder? Pet the bird. 2 trucks having sex. Use your phone. You have a flip phone. You're not looking up much of anything on it. Seriously, Ray, what's your motive? Ask Raymond what the catch with our murder conspiracy. Fuck it, go find yourself. What does that mean? Legitimately, what the fuck does that mean? Petting people that you don't have that sort of relation. Listen, sometimes it's okay to pet people. Generally, you have to have a certain sort of relationship with them. I don't think you have that kind of relationship with Raymond. Like, generally speaking, if I'm gonna, if I were to go pet someone, I would make sure that, like, we had that kind of relationship. And to be fair, I've never had that relationship with anyone because that's fucking weird. But that would be a first step, I think. Currently, you have the highest reputation with looks like Raymond, followed by Gerald, then Noah. Kevin is still in last because you did rob the library that one time. Well, I'd pet my cat because it's a cat, but it's not like a creature that like has full-on conversations with me, you know? It's different. Vote. I think you could rebuild your relationship with Kevin. He cares a lot about books. You don't pet your friends? Okay, first off, I try to stay 6 feet away from my friends right now. And by 6 feet away, I mean I don't have them. Alright. So it looks like the votes have come in. It says, with a decent chunk of the votes, Raymond, you can trust us. Is something going on? Seriously, Ray, level with me. What's your motive? Can you see this creature? That almost came out as a coherent sentence. Use our high rep to get info out of him. That shit's at like 90. And then ask him what the catch is. Raymond, can you trust us that something is going on? No. I've never met someone quite like you. I would assume that you were telling me the truth. Because you don't seem like the type to lie. Seriously, Ray, level with me. What's your motive? If what you're saying is true, which I believe it is, it seems like a reasonable thing to do. Is it the best plan? Probably not. Is it the only plan that we can think of? Probably. I haven't seen whatever this creature is you're talking about. When did I say we? That was legitimately a slip. All right. Your nails have dried reasonably that you can actually like use your hands again. Oh, the best we could plan. I see. I've opened up redemptions again if you want to go and use them. I'm allowing open or multiple options, whatever you guys want to do. Don't say he's French. He hasn't spoken with a French accent yet. And I'll be real, the reason no one speaks with an accent is because I can't do it without it being the most awkward, awful thing possible. Because I've listened to books where they try and do an accent, and I listen to books more often than I read them. Which counts as reading, I'd say. And they try and do like a fake accent. They try and be like British, or they try and be like Spanish, or like you try and be French, or whatever, and it's just like, oh God, stop. Just stop. Like, this story's really interesting, but you're really awkward. Just sound like a narrator. That's fine. Alright, I'm gonna go and pause redemptions. Pay Raymond tip generously. Thank you for the good advice. Small hands. Go find Noah after this and and tell him. Ask him if he's French. Hold his hands. Hold hands? Your hands? Find pass no. Tip Raymond as a thanks. Get back on track on this plan. Go find a foreign person. I've got 2 wizards half backing me up. Weird Home Depot god potentially on my side. If this plan goes south, can we count on you? Say thank you and holds his hands in a friendly way. Ask Raymond where he got his suit. Blow Raymond a kiss. Compliment his nail handiwork. It's as shoddy as usual, but thank you for our nails. But really, if anything, you can trust us. Okay, cool. He better not be French. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. There's no way for you to know this knowledge, but I'm going to tell you right now. He's not French. I'm just going to throw it out there. Raymond is not French. I don't think that'll affect the plot of this game in any way, shape, or form. Chat says, thank God. I apologize to all my French watchers. You are apparently reviled. I like you guys, though. All right. Did I link this in chat? I'm gonna go and link it again just to be sure. Can we use the mirror to see if we're cute? Sure. You bust out the mirror and look at yourself. You're cute. You're as cute as you've always been. Which is cute in the sort of way that you sometimes see like a stray dog, and like it's kind of like roughed up, and it's got like a couple. It's kind of muddy, and it's got some like cuts or whatever. But you know what? It's kind of cute. You just got like cute dogs on the mind today, so you're thinking about that. Despite everything, you're still cute. You like yourself. Call it a rustic aesthetic, sure. Let's see. So you guys have $353.74. It says that you guys want to tip Raymond generously. How much would you like to tip him? I forget how much we've paid in the past, but everyone seems to be in agreement that you're going to tip him, and you're going to tip him well. We're a fixer-upper, so to speak. I'm going to go ahead and start a poll that's just like that, and I'm not going to even use coffee points. $30, $69.99, 69 just even. Give him $100, $4.20 tip, 69.69. Any other prices you want to throw in there? $42. Okay. Oh, hey. Oh, cool. It completely did it. Okay, I know 69.69 was on there, and 69.99, and $4.20, and 42.00, and then I think Leon dollars is on there. Oh, jeez. Keeps like going back on other pages because I'm dumb. 420, $4.20, 69 cents, 11037, $19. Okay, cool. And then just 25%, whatever that is. I don't know how much nails are. All right, cool. Go ahead and vote how much you're going to tip on top of how much it actually is. I think nails are like $20, $30. I don't know. They're expensive, but like, damn, you're worth it, right? You decide you're going to pay him and then tip him generously, whatever you guys are voting on right now. Thank you for the good advice, Raymond. You're the flyest dude in town. I've got 2 wizards half backing me up and a weird, like, Home Depot god potentially on my side. If this plan goes south, can we count on you for your help on out? Tip Raymond as a thanks. Cool. Compliment his handiwork. Blow Raymond a kiss before you leave, and then get back on the plan. Okay. You decide to tip him. You give him, you tell him, you're the flyest dude in town, with I assume would be finger guns. I've got 2 wizards half backing me up, and whatever the Home Depot god is. If this plan goes south, can we count on your help going forward? I have a feeling that Roger is going to be very busy dealing with the bank today. And if that's the case, then I expect, as long as you keep that in mind, you won't see any interference. I'll keep an eye on him from here for you. You compliment him on his handiwork, and he nods and thanks him. And let's see what you guys decided. I'm going to assume it's like $30 for nails to get done. So you guys decide to tip $69.69. Sorry for not knowing how much it costs to get nails done. So you spend $99.69 in total on getting your nails did. Let me go ahead and update your stats. 353.74 equals. Ooh, something went wrong. All right. 353.74 minus 30 minus 69. 24 or 254.05. Done. Bump up our sex appeal if you haven't already. We'll go ahead and just make it 69 even. Sure. Anything else y'all want to do here? I don't think it's 25,405. I think your decimal point might have gone something weird there. You guys had the plan to go and see Kevin at the library after this. Okay. You wave him goodbye and blow him a kiss. And you walk out as cool as a cool dude that you are does. And you walk out the door. Let's see. Alright. Where you would if I could figure out how to get you outside. Alright. Raymond, go away. There's still a bit of commotion going on down at the bank. But you see Gerald on his way over to the library. What's our reputation? In general? That could... You know what? I'm going to do it. It's going up. Nice. Dude is gender... I use dude in a gender-neutral way. It's become very clear that no is, like, probably gender neutral. Like, chat has decided this, and this is not something that I would have thought to pick, but it's a thing. And I think the story is kind of better for it. Femme fatale. A Vimbo. Alright, so is it cool for me to move you guys straight to the library? Cool. I'm just gonna... Alright. My intent. That was the intent? Get back on track for the plan? That was the plan last I heard of it. So you head on over to the library. Boop. Library, where are you at? Boop. Head over to the library and head on inside. It takes you a minute, but you go ahead and find the two amigos, your two friends, Gerald and Kevin, once I find him on the sheet. Where is he? They're invisible. There they are. I found them. You found them. Here they are. You didn't see any dogs on the way. I've been on the look. You have been hardcore on the lookout for dogs. Whether or not this is some sort of weird like mental break or if this is just the way you are, you've started looking around for dogs. The library seems to be empty outside of just these two. We've been having a breakdown. Yes, you have been. I would take a Nah, I think. Yeah, how about we take a quick BRB? I'm going to do a quick BRB. Let you guys collect your thoughts. Think about what you want to do here. And there are no blood spots in the library, no. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. Guys, go ahead and get up, stretch, walk around. Think about what you want to do. I'm going to put an ad on for a minute 30. I'll be right back. See you then. Also, I'm going to mention it here because I haven't yet. If you go to, I believe it's HTT. Hold up. Let me get the actual thing. If you go to http://rev.ownage.com for a short amount of time, I think it's going to be ending pretty soon here. The Rev Shroom is going away soon. However, the Noah Town of Nowhere shirt is going to be available. The colors come out a little bit different when you buy them, just because neon is not a thing that you can do with print, it turns out. It will be there for as long as that shop's there. So, yeah, there's that. If you want it, there it is. Working on other merch stuff, and gonna see how it's going. I will be back. Give me 30 seconds or 90 seconds. I'll be back. Is there a low-cut version of the shirt? Not that I've made. No, I didn't think of that. Can we screen print neon? You can't, really. It's kind of a hard color to do. Anyway, I'll be back. 90 seconds. BRB. And we're back. Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and open up redemptions. Go ahead and get another poll going so that you guys can decide what you want to do. You've met back up with Kevin. You've met back up with Gerald. They're here at the library. You're here at the library. And you guys are getting on in the day. You are getting to the point of the day where you will need to start making the plan come together. Gerald looks frazzled. He's been carrying mirrors, you expect. Show off your new nails. Buy the Travis Scott burger from McDonald's. Show off the nails. Let's get started on the plan. Order a pizza for the last meal. Check on my sexy nails. Look for a book on mythology, not town history. Shave head, dude. That has just been like a fucking mood this year, dude. Like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make my hair just continue to grow out forever and just get really long hair. Like, I don't know if I can pull that off or if I'm going back to, like, mohawk, or I'm just, like, I don't really know if I want to do a buzz cut. Buzz cut is not a good look for Texans. Just people in the South. Not for me. I've had that before, and it just doesn't Maybe like a short mohawk, maybe. Anyway, I had one for a while. Look like Jesus. I played Jesus once. We had, it was Palm Sunday, I believe, for the Episcopal Church. I played Jesus. And I didn't have facial hair at the time, and it was not a good look. I just let them do the makeup, didn't look at it, and then I saw myself from the church. Like I did a thing. I walked up the aisle at church, and everyone was real happy about it. And it was I'm gonna be real with you guys. When I actually got to go look at myself in the church mirror, it was not convincing. It was really bad. It was not a good look at all. All right, cool. Copy paste this into chat. Let you guys do your thing. Yeah, me without a beard is not a good look. My hair just grows like crazy. Like I am just fated to have beard hair. Like I have a thick beard, and people are like, "Oh man, I wish I could grow a beard." You only wish you could grow a beard because you can't. It's one of those things where, like, if you could only be smooth, if I could be smooth shaven all of the time, and I didn't have to like keep track of the beard, I might not keep up with my beard. But I like me with a beard. I think I look good with the beard. It's a good look, but it is work, and I'm a very simple man. I don't like doing anything more than what makes me happy with doing what I like doing. Anyway, vote. Complimenting Kevin's bow tie should be a free action. I agree. You compliment Kevin's bow tie. He quietly whispers thanks. And just sort of like averts his eyes towards you. Vote. Oh, I need to put vote up on screen. I apologize. Vote. I'm gonna be real with y'all. If y'all are coming up with a different plan on how to deal with this situation, on what you guys want to do, now's the time to have that conversation. Because the hour of when you guys are going to set things up and get things going is going to be very soon. So if you want to come up with an alternative plan, this is the time to, like, explain that. Vote. I don't know what this entire thing said. Ask Kevin about and Gerald about warping space-time. All right. I don't know what all that says, so I'm gonna all right. Compliment Kevin on his bow tie and get advice. All right, you did that. Ask Kevin and Gerald if warping space-time to... Hey, your bow tie looks great. Anyway, about space-time, what do you think will happen if I come in contact with past me? Like, would it cause an explosion that would kill Murder Bird? Or, like, without killing the rest of the town? Or fuck it, just kill Murder Bird? Also... Yeah, let's go with that. Also, show off your new nails is pretty, like, low on the list. I'm sorry. You're gonna just have to hope that everyone notices. Kevin Kevin decides to field this one because Gerald doesn't know anything more about time travel stuff than what y'all know. He says, well, it seems like it could be very possible that something would happen, but I think it's unlikely based on what we know about time travel and what we know about just generally how time and space works. The prominent theory with time is that there are multiple. It's sort of like, think about space as a three-dimensional object that has multiple different. I'm gonna just raise the mic so that way you guys can hear it. If you think about time as a straight line, in all the movies and comics and stuff that talk about time, they're always talking about time as something that can be connected through lines, but it's not. It's every single moment creates a different possible timeline. The amount of potatoes that you get one day at school cafeteria, the idea that maybe that I don't know, a butterfly doesn't fly by your path, or maybe flies slightly to the left by a millimeter, is enough to change a different time of timeline entirely. We exist within a series of timelines. We aren't even entirely sure that you're in the same timeline that you originally came from. No just shouts, Homestuck? Is it like Homestuck? Kevin kind of just looks at you for a minute and goes, I have no idea what you're talking about. You ask, is there a way we... Well, okay, so I guess you asked that. In short, Kevin explains, no, I don't think meeting you would cause an explosion, but we don't know what it would cause, and I don't really know as if right now when we have these problems that we're having, if it would be the wisest decision. And then the next one, I don't know what the rest of this says. Coming in contact with past node could cause an explosion that would kill Murderbird without killing the rest of town.
Well, the explosion that I've set up is going to be big enough to destroy probably just the motel. I did some research to make sure that the explosion would be good. As long as everyone is at least on the other side of the river, they should be fine. I think we should probably hold up over by the Ford dealership. It should be far enough away that we can experience the explosion, but not be in the blast radius. I'll be honest with you, no, I've never made a bomb before, and I just read some stuff online, and I'm doing my best with this.
I'm going to go and open up redemptions again, just so you guys can come up with what you want to do here. You can't be the other no. You can only be yourself. And for that, you have to make whoever that is the best possible person you can. You can always be afraid and scared and annoyed and sad that you didn't get to meet the person that you were in a different time, at a different age, if you weren't the person you were then and you could have been someone else. Unfortunately, despite everything, you are you. And sometimes that's okay. You, however, eat the bad soup, which is probably not the best. I'm going to just throw it out on a limb that's probably not the best person you could be. But maybe for no it is. I don't know. All right, I'm going to go and pause redemptions. High five Gerald. Suggest evacuating the motel. Plan to move everyone to the other side of town. Chat, be the other no. You can't be the other no. Tell Kevin about the baby is you. Gerald, you're the bomb. It's okay, Gerald. You're trying your best, and we appreciate it. Slap Gerald. Just randomly assault your friend. Ask them both if there's a way to minimize damage so you don't have to hurt others. Say your goodbyes and hugs. Tell Gerald the best way to make a bomb is to rush B. Add lipo batteries. They're super flammable and also poisonous and could add more potency. I like how chat has immediately gone in on that person and be like, you fuck. Don't you dare touch our old man friend.
Vote. Vote.
I hope I copy pasted that. I think I did. Copy and paste. It's an entire possibility that Kevin would like Homestuck. I don't know as if now, right as you're about to, like, right now when you're discussing whether or not you should blow up and how the best way to blow up a motel is the best time to tell someone about Homestuck. I feel like there's a time and a place to talk about Homestuck. Now, I'm going to just go out on a limb and say that it probably isn't, but that's for you guys to decide. You check the mirror, you don't see any blood. What's the closest building to the bridge? Let me see if I've still got the map screen. I'm going to go ahead and work that out while you guys vote. Let's see if I've got that. Okay, cool. So here's the map again. You're currently at the library, which is kind of across the street from the bank, kind of near the 7-Eleven. Let me see if I can pull that one up. Map screen. Let's see. Boop. All right, there we go. Yeah, there you go. There's the library. It's right next to the 7-Eleven across the street from the apartment complex, and kind of next to the dollar store. As far as what's nearby, like what that building right next to the motel is, there's the river, which is that kind of white and pink area that's like at the bottom of the town there, and that divides town away from the motel and the Ford dealership. So the Ford dealership is the closest building that you could probably be standing at. Mirror check the map. The map is more of a conceptual idea in your head. You can't mirror check the ideas in your head. If you could, they would have no blood on them. What's the best place for food that isn't 7-Eleven? Can you lower the mic? It's a bit hard to hear the sounds in the background. Should I lower the sounds in the background? Like, are they legitimately too loud? I'll turn them up a bit. Where's the good volume there? Starbucks is a legitimate place you could eat food, I guess. All right. You decide to tell Gerald and Kevin that because it only shows up in mirrors, you think the bird needs to be reflected in the mirror to work.
Well, that's why I went around and got mirrors today. I've put a few in your room and the motel. I've brought a few with me if you have some more recommendations, but I've put them out in the parking lot and just sort of in the journal area of the motel. It's a bit obvious, and hopefully no one goes to investigate. I think whatever's going on at the bank is going to cause enough of a problem that no one will check in on that. This is a small town, and something as exciting as the bank should be enough of a distraction that everyone should stay on that side of the river. I think the only plans that we have left is we need to set up the bomb and go check on Christopher. Make sure that he actually is in the motel. This plan largely has to deal with him being there. I saw him when I was there setting up the mirrors, but we still need to move the bomb into position. Hopefully, the spells that we've worked out together should keep the bomb contained to just the area of the motel.
It's okay, Gerald. You're trying your best, and we appreciate it. Fuck it. We're blowing up the motel. Ask him if there's a way to minimize the damage. You don't want innocents hurt. The general plan that you guys had suggested originally, or that Gerald had suggested, is to go ahead and sort of contain the bomb within. Generally speaking, magic won't prevent you from protecting things from harm. So having a shield that just contains the explosion to the inside of the motel should be possible. But extending its radius is going to be difficult to pull off with magic because it doesn't really like to do that. So the motel will be completely leveled by this action, but hopefully just the motel. If everything that Kevin and Gerald has set up is set up correctly. And suggest evacuating the motel.
Well, I still need to move the bomb into position. If you want to go check and see if Christopher's in the front office and ask him if anyone else is staying there, that would be a good way for us to make sure that we do this correctly. We don't know exactly when Christopher's doing this, though, or when Christopher goes missing, so we need to make sure that we need to hurry.
Can we call him? Like call Christopher? Yeah, I guess that would work. That would be easy. You could just straight up call. Like, you could straight up call. You don't actually have, like, that's a much better plan, actually, just calling the guy. Because if you call the motel and he picks up, then he's there. So, yeah. As a free action, would you guys like to just straight up call Christopher? Chat seems pretty, in on that plan. Kevin or Gerald should call. Chat actually came up with a really decent idea. Okay, let me put it this way. Do you want to? Should Kevin do it, or should Gerald do it? Us, Gerald, us, Gerald, us, Gerald, Gerald, no, Kevin. Seems like it's, yeah, Kevin doesn't seem like he's got, like, good phone, like, stuff. Do a vote? Okay, I'll do a vote. Gerald, Kevin, no. Great. Can Kevin hold a phone? Yeah, he's got hands. He's got arms. He's got several of them. They're kind of hard to see because he's all fuzzy. Ask Raymond to call for us. So is the plan to go find Raymond, then tell Raymond to call? I mean, I guess I could. Do you want me to add that? Okay. Like, okay, so it looks like chat is pretty well decided that you want Gerald to do the call. And so you go, Gerald, how about you just call and see if he's there? If he's at the front office, just ask him if he has any rooms open.
Well, that's an incredibly good idea. Oh, based on how many doors there are outside the motel, we can guess that there's somewhere in the district of about 10 rooms. You're staying in one of them, but you're out right now, so, if we called and asked how many rooms were available for, I don't know, conference or something, then, that might allow us to know how many people are staying there. If he says any number really less than 9, then we're probably okay. Or as long as he doesn't say less than 9, we're okay. A wizard conference, okay.
Gerald picks up his phone, or picks out his cell phone and does a little bit of a Google to check and see what the number is, and then he calls. He has a short conversation, which you can only hear one side of, and he comes back after a minute or so, and he says,
It seems like the only 2 rooms that are taken are yours, and he says that he stays there as well, which means that there's 8 open rooms currently at the motel. Fortunately for us, that means that only 1 person will die today.
he says that with all of the confidence of someone who has realized what he's about to do. Perfect. WizCon will be great this year. I'm going to go ahead and open up Redemption so you guys can do that.
I'm going to go ahead and set up the bomb. I'll be back in just a moment. Any places you can think of that I should put mirrors?
Well, the pulling the trigger thing is really just you can't really put it in the lobby, because if you put it in the lobby, then it'll be found. The reason he's putting it in your room is that it won't be found there. Let's go die, go to the bridge, go with Gerald, be on mirror duty. Release the gas to evacuate the building. The only person that's in the building is the person who's being used to the dead man switch to, like, cause the explosion in the first place. Like, you can't evacuate the building. Evacuating the building skips the point. Also, that phone call confirmed that Chris is currently at the motel. And it's who knows how much time until Chris is, like, gotten. You make sure that everyone's got mirrors. I think everyone does. Everyone's been carrying mirrors since you gave them to him. Yeah, we're getting to the point in the day where you realize that you didn't remember that Chris was a person, or you didn't remember who Chris was. So, we're kind of running out of time. If there's anything y'all want to do, this is kind of it. You guys have probably less than an hour to figure out what you're doing in game time. Copy, paste. To be clear, you guys could go to, like, go see Noah or something, but you wouldn't be there for when the bomb goes off. If that's something you guys want to do, that's something that we could vote to go do. Okay, how about I do a new poll that just is like, go, because currently the top two are send goodbye. The top three answers are go find Noah and Daryl and give them their goodbye letters and say goodbye. Send our goodbye letters and go with Gerald and be on mirror guard duty to make sure the bastard doesn't show up. Those are conflicting, and the information I just gave might change some answers. So go with Gerald to guard him. Stay with Kevin. Go to Daryl, because he was one of the two. Go to Noah. If you only had the chance to get to one, which one would you go to? I'm going to do a multi-vote thing, but it's going to be based on that. The alternative is also to give the letters to J-Man and Kevin, just in case. You can absolutely give the letters to Kevin. There's nothing that would stop you from giving letters to Kevin. I can assume that if you decide to either stay with Kevin or go with whoever you decide going with, like if you don't actually end up with instructions on, yeah, okay, fair enough. Go ahead and vote. I'm actually going to linger on this vote for a minute because this one's important. Do you want to go with Gerald to guard him? Do you want to go to Noah to be able to say, you know, goodbye? Do you want to go to Daryl to say goodbye? Or do you want to stay with Kevin? If you decide to go with Gerald, I can assume you give the letters off to Kevin. Or if you decide to go to Noah, you can give the other note to, or the other notes to Kevin. If you go to Daryl, you can do the same thing. Like, I assume that any notes that you want delivered will get there in care of Kevin. You can ask him to do that. I think he'd be fine doing that. Gonna link it one more time in chat. Give me one moment, y'all. Okay. Dry heave to the stress is a free action. Sure. All right. So with that, it looks like a majority of the votes. Is there time to ask about the mirror property? Sure. You've asked Gerald everything he knows about that. So you're asking Kevin, I would assume, about the mirror thing. I've never seen anything that has that sort of property. I would assume that this is something that we haven't dealt with, that hasn't been studied. I believe that this is something outside of our understanding, but I would assume that it has a physical form, else I wouldn't be going with this plan. It's visible in mirrors because it is visible, but we can't view it directly. That is my best guess on what this thing is. You can hear it. Hug Kevin and Gerald as a free action. Can we cry, please? You can cry as a free action. You decide you're going to go with Gerald to guard him. You give Kevin the notes and you go, here are all these letters. I need you to deliver these just in case if things go wrong or if we need to like bounce super hard. Kevin seems to understand how like big of a burden this is that you're putting this on him, and doesn't say anything but just nods and takes the letters and holds them tighter than you would have expected. Is there anything else that y'all want to do before we head out the door to go to the motel? Nope. I actually have to add options, of course. Brace yourself for strife. Equip pipe check and bad soup. Pray to the Home Depot God and hold pipe. Hug Kevin again. Hugging Kevin is a free action right now. Cry and dab at the same time. Blow all of the money on food. Tell the wizard that he hopes the Home Depot God is with him. Can we give Kevin our friendship bracelet? Oh, God. Schedule a memorial service for Christopher. All right, get the Travis Scott burger. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause redemptions there because we're getting into memes now. All right, go ahead and do your votes, and then y'all are going to head out with Gerald. Go ahead and refreshing the answers. It looks like brace yourself for strife, equip pipe check, and bad soup. pray to the Home Depot god and hoe pipe. Can we give Kevin our friendship bracelet? And hug Kevin and Crab. Actually, you know what? All of these outside of the Travis Scott burger thing are getting well over, like, in the double digits of, like, votes. So, it seems like we could probably do all of those. So, you brace yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually for what you're about to do. You hug Kevin again. You cry a bit and dab. And then you give Kevin your friendship bracelet and you go, I really enjoyed my time with you, and I think you're a really cool dude, and you're pretty poggers and stuff, and I just wanted you to have this. Everyone kind of, like, stops at that for a minute.
I actually made one for him, so maybe you can take the one I made for him. I thought it was, we've been through a lot, so why don't you take this one?
You attempt to put the friendship bracelet on Kevin. Everyone's having a hard time of it. Everyone just decides to be, like, dudes about it, and they just sort of leave without saying anything else. Oh, Raven wasn't there. Sorry about that. You guys head on out the door and head towards the motel. Where is the door? Places. There we go. You head on over to the motel. So far, nothing has alerted you to the fact that anything is wrong. You go ahead and drop off the, or you go ahead and start heading towards the motel itself. You go inside your room. There's still a ludicrous amount of money in here. You see that Gerald has made a significant amount of effort to go ahead and set up the bomb, get things all together, and make sure that everything is legit. You continue to mirror. The only blood that you see is the blood that you already know about, but you are keeping an eagle eye to the whole situation. You're making sure that you don't see anything. Take some of the money? Sure. We'll just say you take like couple $1,000. You have so much money that I mean, you guys want to take the money? Like, what do you guys want to do with it? I'll go and open up redemptions. Chat seems like they need to do things right now. Leave the money. Leave the money. Leave the money. Why would we need it? Leave it to burn. No, don't take its evidence. Okay. Break bloody mirror. It's gonna explode. Who cares? Leave the money. Take any clothes. You get your shit together. That seems fair. There seem to be arguments on whether or not to take it or leave it, so I'm gonna go ahead and let that happen. But you'll go ahead and get your shit together while Kevin gets things. You continue to check for anything. You don't see anything. Your heart is pounding out of your chest just because the thought of that thing being here and the idea that at this point, if something did happen to you guys, there would be absolutely nothing to stop you from being attacked. Like, there's no Home Depot god to save you this time. Unless if he decides to, which, who knows at this point. I'm going to go ahead and set up this poll. There you guys go. The bank is just down the street. If you look at the map, the bank is like 2 doors down ish from the nail place. It's right down the street. Like, it's fairly close. I guess it's 3 doors down. I do not like the shape of that door. Okay. All right, take money, leave money, take any clothes you had left. Don't take its evidence. Okay, leave it to burn. Everyone seems in agreement that you guys are leaving the money. Gerald turns to you and says,
"Okay, I think it's ready. We need to get out of here. I'm going to cast a spell when we get across the street. I've got it all set up. It shouldn't go off while we're here, but we need to hurry."
You continue to mirror check as you leave the motel, running across the street to the Ford dealership, which is as close as you think, or as close as you can be without there being any threat of possible explosions or stuff hurting you. You should be able to see exactly what's going to go on from there. Gerald does his thing. He casts his spell, and you still remember Chris. You still remember Chris, for now. Just at about this time, you see Jonathan Briscoe start to, like, come towards you guys, because it looks like you guys are about to buy a car or something. And then all of a sudden, top story for the night. Top story for the night. Suspected terrorist escapes from prison. A week ago, a couple of individuals were arrested in the bombing and possible killing of a motel owner. It is not clear on exactly why they did this. The pair was arrested last week after they were apprehended after allegedly bombing a motel and killing the owner. The local police chief is being questioned by the FBI as the security footage of the cell appears to have been altered. The only lead to their disappearance is the phrase, "Home Depot is a girl's best friend," written in blood on the cell wall. The reason for the bombing still hasn't been discovered. We reached out to the families for comments and received this response. "I know you didn't do this, no. You just aren't that kind of person. Just turn yourself in." This is from one of the bombers' sister, Elise Ware. The FBI is currently investigating whether or not they are being harbored there. The suspects are currently considered armed and dangerous. The FBI asks that if you have any information to call their tip line at hopefully that was a satisfactory ending, because I believe that's where we're going to live it for the night. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I actually was going to look up the phone number for the FBI, but I decided not to give you guys a phone number that you would call. I think I definitely need to do a breakdown of not only what happened in this series, the characters' motivations, all of that stuff. That will be coming soon. Keep an eye out on Twitter. I'll go ahead and tweet about it before it happens. It'll be just a stream in of itself, and just let you guys know what's going on with that. I'm really, really glad that you guys enjoyed this. I've been working very hard on the follow-up. I think we'll probably leave the Town of Nowhere itself for now. And I think the ending was open-ended enough that it could be a possibility that we come back. But will there be a Q&A for us to ask questions? I think the stream that I'm talking about is going to be not only a breakdown of style stuff that I did and stuff like that, but also stuff like just you guys asking questions and getting some sort of stuff like that resolved. Caldella, thank you for the 300 bits. I think my interpretation of how this stream was gonna go when I first did it, aside from just bombing horribly, I'm gonna be real with you guys. This I was very worried that you guys wouldn't like this at all, and I'm glad. Let me go ahead and check the art because I guess there might be art today. Yeah, if you are on the Reddit, go ahead and post questions there, just in case if you guys can't be there for whenever that stream is that I like explain shit. Post in the Reddit, post in the comments on this video. It's gonna be at least a week until I do this, so think up your questions now, ask your questions now, and we'll go from there. It looks like we have several arts today. The thing about the Town of Nowhere is that we get that there is art leads me to believe that when I do a good stream, there's art for it. That's just my way of judging. Like, how fast was chat moving? Did chat seem like they were having a good time, or were they just barely paying attention? Is there art? Those are all things. Did we do good? I think everyone made it out okay. Anyway, here's this art from Anna LRK, who has done a consistent amount of awesome work for the Town of Nowhere. Thank you. I am nowhere. Don't forget me. I wish I could be as good at writing as you guys are, because those kind of lines are just incredible. This is really good. This is really good. Thank you. Thank you for this one, Astral Rumpus. It's of a little funky sewer bastard. Boy, howdy, am I excited to talk about that guy. That is definitely something we're digging into. Just flipping through my notebook is another thing that I want to do. We've got this one from Zachariah Ribbit. Heavy breathing, I could kill God. Fictional disease which the victim coughs up flower petals when they suffer from one-sided love. Hanukkah disease with forget-me-nots. No reason angst. Like Homestuck? Domo? Shit, no, just go crazy. Please turn the Home Depot's girl's best friend quote into a shirt. This is very cool. I love this interpretation of no, because it's so much more feral. Like there's a certain different kind of gremlin energy. Like no definitely has that kind of energy, and I love this. This is good. This is a much more feral interpretation of no, which is, I don't think, wrong at all. And then we got this one from NLRK. We won. And then just no sitting there like freaking the fuck out. I am nowhere, please don't forget me. As a shirt or something. I'll talk to Onage about that. I might have to like get someone to design that. Maybe with like maybe with like forget-me-nots. I think I'll be real, I think the idea of the Town of Nowhere ending with No being a fugitive on the run is probably one of the most fitting endings to the way that they do things. We've got this one from Tylan, 87. You look cute. You look as cute as you normally do. Booty shorts that see, do you ever see an ass do this? A Town of Nowhere shirt with the full cast. Yeah, if you guys have any ideas like that, I will get them set up. Is our cat Oscar still okay? Yes. Hard question mark on that one. Don't know on that one. But Elise is definitely... Elise definitely exists. What about just booty shorts that say crab on them? That would be an option. I hope you guys enjoyed it. What did you call the... we'll get into all those questions. I want to have like a separate stream for that because I do think that that needs to be a thing. I feel like we need to have a full like 2 to 3 hour breakdown of just like what happened in the Town of Nowhere. Like author commentary, notes, crap like that. It's definitely going to be a stream. But despite everything, you're still cute. And I am nowhere. Don't forget me. I'm gonna take the weekend off as per usual, but thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you guys for being so supportive. It really, really does mean the absolute fucking world to me. You know, sometimes you do a game, you know, you play something popular like, you know, Fall Guys or whatever, and people show up and it's like, cool, are they here for me? Are they for the game? But like, this is me. I made this and you guys are here and you're having a good time. And feels good. I'm going to go before I cry. Pingal, I'll see you guys later. Bye. I'll go ahead and raid someone, by the way.